People are claiming to make thousands of dollars a month in passive income selling low-content books on Amazon.
In this video, I'll show you how I became a millionaire from Amazon KDP by age 26.
Every day, in terms of royalties, I'm earning between $70 and $150, $160.
I made $15,000 a day selling my journals on Amazon KDP.
I want to see if it's actually possible to make money this way, or if all these videos I've seen are just clickbait. So I'm giving myself 30 days to make my first $5,000 as a complete beginner with Amazon KDP. And today is day one. So I'm going to take you with me through the step-by-step process of designing my first book and posting it for sale on Amazon. But first things first, I need to figure out what type of book I'm going to create and sell. You may not know this if you're new to my channel, but I'm no stranger to creating products digitally to earn passive income. I actually have an Etsy shop where I make a little bit over $2,000 a month passively, selling Canva templates to small business owners. I also used to be a 6th grade teacher, so I'm super familiar with the resources that teachers need to make their jobs easier. I want to combine the skills that I've learned from selling digital products with the experience that I have from being a teacher to design a teacher planner that has all the features a teacher needs to optimize and organize their classroom planning. Now that I know exactly what I'm going to sell, I want to scope out the competition on Amazon. I want to see what some of the best-selling teacher planners on Amazon look like, what features they have on the inside, and what their design looks like on the outside. So let's head over to Amazon together. That way we can do some competitive research. So I just typed in teacher planner to the search bar of Amazon, and as you can see, there's all these recommended searches for different things that people are looking up when they look up teacher planner. I want to take note of these different keywords that are popping up because these are things that are important to customers when they're creating their planner. Now I want to click on one of the more specific recommended searches so that way I can see what pops up. So I'm going to select teacher planner and gradebook 2024 through 2025. Now the first thing that I noticed after typing in my search is that there's only 510 results, which really doesn't sound like very many. Now I don't really want to pay attention to the sponsored posts because I know that the first 4 posts are ads. I'm noticing that the price points for these planners are pretty high, so they're around the $20 range on average, and the designs for these planners are bright, feminine, and fun. Now that I've seen my competition on Amazon, I want to design a cover for my planner that stands out from the competition. Remember that my goal is to figure out if it's actually possible to make thousands of dollars a month on Amazon KDP. So in order to give myself the best shot of accomplishing that goal, I really want to make it a point to design a cover for my planner that's trendy, cute, and eye-catching. So let's head over to KITTL so I can design my cover. So the first thing that I'm going to do is create a new project, and I want this project to be a custom size. So I want to change the unit portion of my project. So I'm going to go down here where it says unit, and I'm going to change that to inches. And then I'm also going to change the DPI to 300. And for this design, I want my dimensions to be 16.655 by 10.25. Now that we have our blank canvas on KITTL, we can get started with actually designing our cover. I want to work smarter, not harder here for my first design. So I'm going to use KITTL's AI image generator to design a pattern for my journal. So right here towards the bottom of my toolbar, I'm going to click the KITTL AI image generator. So I'm just going to type in a detailed description of exactly what I want my planner to look like. And then I'm going to click enter and wait for my design to load. So it only took a couple seconds for KITTL to generate this image for me, which is way faster than the time I would have taken to design a pattern from scratch. So now I just want to go in and crop the image and make some adjustments. That way it looks perfect for the outside cover of my planner. So because I want this to be a cover for a planner and I want it to kind of be seamless on the front and the back, I'm going to crop out this border that the AI image generated. So now that the border is cropped, I'm going to resize my pattern. That way it fits on the front and the back of my cover. Okay, so now that I have the planner across the front and the back cover of my planner, I actually want to duplicate one side and flip it. That way there's more of a seamless transition between the front and the back. Here I'm just adjusting the sizing and placement of everything to make sure that it looks high quality and professional. So now I have the foundation of my planner done, and if I was making a journal, honestly I might just leave it like this because I think the design is super cute. But one thing I noticed about some of the best-selling teacher planners on Amazon is that a lot of them had a title on the outside indicating that it's a teacher planner. So to give my planner the best chance of selling, I want to do that as well. So I'm going to find some text and I'm going to add it to the outside of my planner. I decided to go ahead and add a square element to my planner cover. That way I could put the text over that element. That way the text doesn't clash with the pattern that I have in the background. As you can see, KITTL has so many different options for text, and I'm just scrolling through them to try to find the option that goes best with the theme of my planner. So I decided to just pick a random text and customize it, and I'm just going to make the cover say teacher planner. So I'm looking for a font that I like, and I'm trying to add some effects to it to make it stand out. So this is the title that I came up with, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not feeling it. And because I don't have a graphic design background, I'm just going to let KITTL do the work for me. So I'm going to look up a template on KITTL. I'm going to take the text from that template and I'm going to swipe it to use for my own design. So under the template tab on my toolbar, I'm going to type in the keyword teacher, So there's a few different options here, and I really like this pastel one because I feel like it goes with my color scheme. So I'm going to open that template, and then I'm just going to drag the text over to my own design. So I'm deleting the text that I created and I'm dragging over this new text. Now that I have my text on my design and I have that template canvas deleted, I'm going to play around with the size and the positioning of my text. I really like the style and the color scheme of this text, but I don't like how I can see the pattern in the background. So I'm going to find a square or a rectangle element and I'm going to send that to the back. That way the title of my planner looks like one cohesive element. Okay, so now that the outside cover of my planner is done, I'm ready to go ahead and upload that to my first Amazon project and get to work on the inside of my planner. But before I do, I want to give a super quick thank you to KITTL for sponsoring this video. Not only did they save me so much time with designing this project, but they're hooking you guys up with a discount code as well. I'm going to drop that discount code in the description of this video. That way you guys can check out all of KITTL's premium features and start making your own designs that stand out from the crowd. Okay, so now that my cover is done, I'm ready to actually upload that cover to my first Amazon KDP project. So I've logged into my Amazon KDP account and I'm going to go ahead and click this big yellow create button. That way I can create my first project. Now I want my planner to be a physical planner, but I do want to keep printing costs down. So I'm going to select the paperback option here. So now I have to give my book a title and I want to keep it simple and strategic. So I'm going to think back to those keywords that we saw earlier when we did research on Amazon, and I'm going to incorporate some of those keywords into my title. Okay, so now I have the title of my book and I'm going to skip the series and edition number. And now down here in the author section, I'm just going to put my first and last name. I'm also going to skip the contributor section because I created this book alone. And for the description, I don't feel like coming up with that all on my own, so I'm going to ask ChatGPT to generate a description for me, and I'm going to make sure to incorporate the keywords that I saw earlier in my research. So ChatGPT created a description for me, so I'm just going to copy and paste it. Now I'm going to read over it and make some changes to make sure that it's perfect. On publishing rights, I'm just going to leave it at I own the copyright. For the primary age, I am going to select 18 plus because this is intended for teachers and most of them are over the age of 18. For primary marketplace, I'm just going to leave it at Amazon.com. Now I'm going to select the categories that best apply to my planner. For me, this falls under the category of education and teaching, but this might look different for you depending on what you create. So now I'm at the keyword section and I'm pretty sure this section is super important. So in this section, I'm going to type in all of the search recommendations that pop up on Amazon when I look for a planner that's like mine. Now that I have all my keywords written, I'm going to leave publication date and release date as it is. Now that I'm done with these details of my project, I can select save and continue and move on to the next page. For ISBN, I'm just going to select get a free KDP ISBN. And then for print options, I'm just going to leave it at black and white interior. Now I want my planner to be a little bit different than a typical book. That way writing in it is easy. So I'm going to select this dimension here. I'm planning to put page numbers on the interior of my book. So I'm going to select the bleed option. That way my page numbers don't get cropped out. Now I need to upload my manuscript, which is the interior of the book. So side note, I actually started to film the process of designing the interior of my planner, but it ended up taking me like 4 hours to finish. This video would have ended up being ridiculously long if I kept those clips in, but if you want to see the process of me designing each of the interior pages of my planner, just leave a comment and let me know and I'll upload that as a separate tutorial. Alright, so I just uploaded the manuscript that I created and now I'm going to go ahead and upload my book cover. So to do that, I'm going to come back to KITTL and I'm going to click the download button on the top right hand corner of my screen. And then this part is really important. You want to make sure you change the file type from a PNG to a PDF. I also changed the width and the height of my design to make sure that it fit perfectly on my project. And now I'm just going to click download. So here I selected upload a cover you already have. And then I selected upload your cover file. And I uploaded the PDF file that I just downloaded from KITTL. So now under AI generated content, I am going to click yes because I used AI to design the cover of my book. So down here where it says images, I'm going to click the drop down menu. And I'm going to select the second option here. Now I'm going to type in KITTL because that's the software that I used. And now that all that's done, I'm ready to take a peek at my book. So I'm going to select Launch Previewer. So now I'm looking at the preview of my book and I think the cover fits perfectly and everything looks really cute. I'm going to click this right arrow here so I can see the inside of my book. Okay, I'm seeing that some of my lines are going outside of the margins, but I did select the bleed option in print, so I'm hoping that that doesn't get cut off during production. I think I'm going to take my chances and go ahead and approve it. Amazon does let you order an author's copy when you create a book on KDP, so I'm going to order it as is to see how everything looks on the inside and the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and click approve. And now that I've clicked approve, down here there's a summary and Amazon is telling me exactly how much it's going to cost for my book to be printed. Now I won't have to pay this cost every time someone orders, but Amazon is automatically going to deduct $4.08 from my revenue for each book sale. So I want to make sure that I price my books at above $4.08. So I'm going to select save and continue. So now I get to decide how I want to price my planner, and there's a few different things that I want to take into consideration. The first thing I'm thinking about is how the other planners on Amazon were priced. I don't want to make my price way lower than my competitors because it'll give consumers the idea that my planner is not worth buying or that it's low quality. But because I'm creating a print-on-demand planner, I couldn't insert some of the fancy features like stickers or tabs. So because of that, I'm going to make my price a little bit lower than my competitors. I'm going to go ahead and price my planner at $15.99. So you can see here on this table that under the royalty section, it says that I can expect to earn $2.32 for each book sold after all the fees are taken out. Those earnings are definitely a lot lower than I expected, and I'm super surprised by that. I'm definitely going to have to design a few different versions of that planner and hurry up and get it posted. Otherwise, I'm not even going to get close of hitting my $5,000 goal this month. Okay, so down here, I'm going to click request proof. I'm going to select submit proof request, and now I'm going to select publish your paperback book. Okay, so now it says your paperback has been submitted, so I guess it's going to take 72 hours for Amazon to review my book, and once it does, I'll receive an email and it'll be officially posted. And right here it says that my book is still in review. So once that's posted, I'll check back in and I'll let you guys know how long it takes for me to get my first sale. In the meantime, since I've already designed a really high quality manuscript for a teacher planner, I'm going to design a few more teacher planner covers. That way I can publish a few different versions of my planner. I think doing that will help me maximize my chances of getting sales. This video is actually only day 1 of my 30-day challenge to make $5,000 on Amazon KDP as a complete beginner. So if you're curious to see some realistic results and how long it takes me to get my first sale and how much money I make in my first month on Amazon, take a second to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss my results video. For now, feel free to check out this video where I share all the side hustles I've ever tried and how much money I've made with each of them. Thanks for watching.